Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Cunningham, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today we're joined by Nate Cunningham of the Wayne State baseball team. Nate, welcome to the Spotlight.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Let's start off with you telling us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a senior here at Wayne State. I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, and at school I'm double majoring in finance and international business. So I've been at Wayne all 4 years and I've had a really good time here, really good experience.
Uh, Omaha, you said you came from. What was the reason you decided to select Wayne State to continue your academic and athletic career?
Yeah, I mean, so I was either my junior or senior year. The coaching staff ended up seeing me play down in Omaha, and I came up on a visit, and I really liked the coaching staff here. The facilities were great here. It's close to home. It was really just a mix of everything. It ended up working really well. I mean, the facilities here are outstanding. We just got a new dome, and we have a really great weight program and a really great indoor system. And being in the Midwest, it's cold. You got to have that stuff. So it was all really appealing to me, and that's kind of just how I ended up here.
Domes up in the upper Midwest are almost essential now for the spring sports. But to go back even a little bit further, how'd you first get involved in baseball as a youth?
I mean, baseball is just something I've kind of always been a part of as far back as I can remember. I mean, I was in T-ball and I was always playing with my friends, and it was just a really good way for me to keep in touch with all my friends and people who didn't go to my school, and throughout high school it was a really great way. I mean, I still keep in touch with all my high school teammates and stuff like that. So it's just really been something I've always been a part of.
The Wildcats, a hot start late, as of late to March. You had an 11-game win streak going there. Talk about this team's offense this spring.
I mean, this offense is really coming around. Everyone's hitting. I think a big testament to that is just being able to trust everyone in our lineup. It's really easy to hit when you can trust the people in front of you and behind you in the order, and kind of take some pressure away. So I just think it's a big trust thing with our lineup and everyone being confident in one another's ability, and just a testament to our work over the offseason.
You're hitting a hot bat as well. Walk us through your process as you go up to the batter's box, your mentality, what you're looking for, all that stuff. All that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when I go hit, I really just try and clear my head and just dumb everything down as much as I can. The less thinking I can do in there, the better. And I feel like that's kind of been working this year. I mean, I just try and empty my head, deep breath, and here we go. It's just one-on-one me against pitchers.
You've played a lot of defensive positions in your career. What was your favorite position to play?
Yeah, I think I've started a game at every infield spot so far in my career, but I would say by far my favorite's shortstop. That's kind of what I've played my whole life, and I'm obviously when you're a young guy in college, you'll play wherever you can to get on the field. But I think shortstop's by far my favorite. I'm really enjoying this year out in the field and having a lot of fun doing it.
What would you say is the best drill you've done or learned to make you a better infielder?
I would say really just anything with my footwork. A bad habit of mine was I used to rely pretty heavily on my arm, so my feet wouldn't move as much, and I've always had a little better arm, so I've gotten away with it. But I've done a lot of footwork drills the last couple of years that have definitely helped evolve my infield and defensive game as a whole, I would say.
All right, keeping those feet moving in the infield. Weather conditions also play a major role in NSIC baseball, as
Yeah.
we talked already a little bit earlier. How do you adapt to playing in all these different weather conditions? Wind, cold, warm. What's it like?
Yeah. I mean, we've gotten lucky. Our last couple games, the wind's been blowing out, but yeah, I mean, just it's. I grew up in Omaha, and it's a little south compared to everyone else in our conference, but it's still cold there. So I'm used to the cold. I feel like I've been playing in it forever, and it's just something you kind of got to get used to and understand that both teams are playing in it. So almost becomes mental at that point. But yeah, just layer up and get used to it and bring chapstick and hope you don't get lips chapped and wind burnt and all that stuff. But yeah.
Those are long days. You have long trips, long weekends. Are there any moments that you'll remember most from your WSC career?
Probably just eating with the team, man, like the team meals and just being with the guys on the road and going out to restaurants and hanging out in the hotels, man. I feel like the connections that I've made with the guys on the team are that's what I'm gonna carry away more than, on the field stuff. And obviously I'll remember it, but I just think like, yeah, all the stuff off the field, eating with the guys and hanging out with them and just the bus rides as a whole. I think that's what I'm gonna take away the most.
there anything you guys, a restaurant that you always go to, or is there something you guys do to kill the time that you kind of sticks out?
I don't know. It's just kind of all over the place. I feel like, we'll do whatever on that bus, keeps us entertained. We're the furthest south in the conference, so those rides up to, Minot and up to Mary, that stuff, those rides get long. It's 13 hours on the bus. So we kind of just do whatever we can to stay entertained. But it's been a good
Uh,
time.
yeah, the spring semester is crazy with all your travel, as you mentioned, even non-conference games earlier back into February. You are a two-time NSIC Elite 18 award winner with a 4.0 GPA majoring in business finance and international business. How are you able to balance your athletics and academics come spring semester?
I just feel like that's something I've always taken pride in, and the faculty and the professors on campus here have also been extremely helpful in helping me maintain my grades, and it's been something that I just take a lot of pride in. I put a lot of work in, and the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if I can take care of my grades, it makes baseball a lot easier. I don't have anything else to worry about, and even being gone so much, I'm going into office hours, and the professors here are awesome, helping me make up tests and putting in that time to let me make up that work. So I think it's a mix of having a great opportunity here at Wayne with the faculty and staff, and also just being able to make it a priority and putting student before athlete.
Game day, any superstitions or routines you do either before the game or during it?
Uh, I don't know. This might be a superstition in itself, but I don't believe in superstition. So I try and just do whatever, I try. I don't really like to have a whole superstitious routine because then if you get that messed up, I don't want to be out of my headspace. So I don't believe in superstitions, but that might be a superstition in itself.
Love it. All right. The season still got a lot left to it with the tournament coming up here in the middle of May. What are the team's goals to finish out the rest of this regular season?
I mean, yeah, we took a couple close losses yesterday, but we just want to bounce back and keep the bats hot and keep the pitching hot. And I think if we just can put all that together, I think we can put a really good end of the season push together. And I think we can make a run in our conference tournament. And I have a ton of confidence in this team. We're pretty senior heavy, but I think that gives us a lot of confidence. We're all very capable players, and I think we can make a push to make a run in conference tournament.
Final question for you. What would you say is the best piece of advice you've been given during your athletic career?
I kind of touched on it earlier, but I would say just the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Whether that's taking care of your work in the classroom, definitely like when you go to practice, that work ethic, taking care of your body in the training room, taking care of your putting max effort in the weight room. I think it all ties together, and if you can take a ton of pride and put your best into one thing, that's the way you're going to do everything. And I've been really just trying to embody that my last 4 years here at Wayne. So.
I just keep being consistent, follow the routines. Nate, appreciate you taking the time to join us this morning. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. As we said, Nate, thanks, and best of luck to you and the Wildcats the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.